Judd Trump gets the evening underway, and this is always a great week of snooker. It's now extended from 5 to 7 days. Although it's a tough match, Neil Folds, what a night for the young man.
Yeah, very much so. And it's good to think the match is being held over. He is a good player. And, well, there's plenty going on in here tonight, as ever, at the Templeton. It's quite hectic, but it's going to be a fascinating evening.
Anyway, Trump first in here. Obviously, we're focusing on table one. And he'll be looking, I'm sure, because he's aware of the fact that Kleckers is on home soil over Milton Keynes because of the pandemic. But he has won the title here. He beat Neil Robertson in 2020. Beat him 10-7. So we know overall he's playing good stuff.
Yeah, it would come as no surprise if he went very deep again this week. And all the other players.
Table in the middle, but there's...
Yeah, couldn't quite get to the potting angle there.
Trump won 5-1 a few months ago. It's Neil Robertson in the background, another player desperately looking for some results. Because at the moment, it looks like he'll be having to qualify for the World Championships as well. Such a respectful, enthusiastic audience here in Berlin since the tournament was first held here in 2011.
Yeah, the irony is that the format's been changed to incorporate more players at the venue, leading players, but already we lost a few earlier. All building up to, like I say, a wonderful weekend here in Berlin.
Well, he just glanced off the second red. It's okay. That could have been worse. Butterflies here. But of course, he comes here having beaten Jack Lazowski just last week in the World Open qualifiers. He beat him.
Tonight. So if you are in the audience, you wouldn't always know quite where to look with all these top players. Here, if you're on the middle table, you're a long way from the crowds, but if you're towards the middle table, doesn't always get the applause for a great shot or a big break that it might do if it was just the one table. Anyhow, here we are, and we're looking forward to the week, but he can play, as Dave pointed out. Also remember that victory he had against Mark Selby in one of the home nations where he barely missed a pot.
This is why I think the start is important. If Trump can, you know, assert himself early on, it could be a difficult night for Kleckers. So second scoring chance, but has been excused that because of the extension to 7 days this year. Apart from winning, he's scoring. Of course, they go together, but 57 centuries, way out in front in terms of that this season.
Yeah, I'm not sure what he did for his week off, but clearly in the World Grand Prix, so maybe a few days away from the game might have sharpened him up a touch.
Yeah, I think Judd has actually been to Morocco. I saw some pictures on his Instagram. So he's just had a little break, because it is a very...
Still run through there, pushing a red out. Kleckers from getting any at the flip side of the coin. He is very good for us, all that now. A lot of the 7-frame events.
29.
Longer.
$37.
Well, he does have won it twice. He's been in a semi-final, 5 quarter-finals. He's made a maximum, so big tournaments.
44. 45.
Or tonight, he might not have quite as much support as normal. That's inevitable, but this frame, and he's worked these well.
Start. We're not quite 10 minutes into the frame, but it's done.
53.
As far as who's going to...
Couple of closest at their best, but Ronnie fought really hard and was the deserved
61.
winner. But that's all gone. It's on to, of course, Trump's won 3 ranking titles this season, 3 in a row, in fact. Chance.
69.
I got almost this season. That may just be first day with the new cloths.
As we've seen, there were a couple of events in Asia earlier in the season with pockets were, I thought, oversized. When they're manageable along the cushions, I think, is the key.
So, as maybe to get to 100 by the end of it, he's on 57 now.
84.
And this could well be 58, as he just illustrating what Kleckers is up against. You might think, well, the top going to, which means, of course, Kleckers himself is going to have to produce similar.
92. $96.
So first.
Superb start. I mean, it's a terrific break. The way that his entry breaks are quite as immaculate positionally as this one, but he's barely got out of position once during the...
Yeah, very impressive. Bit of a statement that, starting off with 140. He's in pole position to win that. The last event is the Welsh Open, but he could actually wrap it up here because he's over 100,000 ahead of second place Barry Hawkins. So we'll monitor that as the week goes.
One.
Right away.
7.
And we'll carry on where we left off. It's a great start. Drum, and many would be coming in for the first time. They might think, goodness, this is a little different to anything else I've been enjoying all the play. And they're seeing some really good stuff last week. We didn't final, as we were saying. I mean, there wasn't even a century break
21.
in that final with Ronnie O'Sullivan, not one. It's a fabulous shot. He's got his can of
29.
Yeah, this is maybe one mistake out of nowhere could let him in. Didn't enjoy his best campaign. It's all turned around for him in a big way. So we know he's feeling good coming here.
37.
Yeah, I think some of the players that have fallen away might just take some inspiration from Trump, because until the end of the season, last season, he's overcut that one, and that's just about the first.
Trump, 44.
He's overcut this, but Judd did fall away at the World Championships. Very few people.
Well, this is what I was saying. The chance might come, but he was unable to.
I think it's a myth to think that if you're playing a Judd Trump or an O'Sullivan or T, you don't get that many opportunities against leading players. I think we had a match last week where Ronnie O'Sullivan beat Ding.
Yeah, just looking at Kleckers there, he's already looking a little bit fed up.
Deciding that he's going to take the pink round the angles. Yeah, it just made it, although positionally not right either. So the frame does not. Yeah, not an easy shot. So
Just on the Luca Briselli won the opener against Ishpreet Singh Chadha, but Chadha's won the second there. Steve Maguire's won the first against Joe O'Connor.
deal since, has to be said, since Shanghai, the Invitational, he got to the final. Nothing since.
A frame and a half, he's been up against it, so he's in. What can he ranking points are what he's looking for? He's qualified for the World Open. That's a big, decisive one.
Played two good rest shots in a row there, the red and that blue. Well,
7.
it's a shame he's played that. Took the cue ball into the reds. He's not really going anywhere, is he, yet? With the Judd to go 2-0 up here, but just a couple of pots into that right corner.
Yeah, I mean, so not much more to do, really. Few saves for him, but it didn't really. 60 in front, so already a snooker needed.
This drops down there. See what they're doing. Well, they might not be that tight, but it's not going in anywhere.
Germany's interesting. There's so many fans, we know that, from German Eurosport. Still potting.
Well, it's one snooker, providing collected enough, so it's only one snooker.
1.
Of course, right back in form, but Graham has played in this wonderful setup when it is one table, when all the...
8.
Red on, he can actually take all of the reds with high value colours and try and get the snooker on the colours if he wishes to. Often when there's yeah, that's what he's doing. He's not
24.
and they didn't want to finish quite there. He wanted to finish in bulk, yes, and then could try and roll up behind the brown ball, so that's not the worst idea if he gets it. Well, he's got quite a good snooker there. He would have concerned for Trump. He's coming around 3 cushions here. It's a very difficult shot, and he hasn't hit it, so there won't be a miss called. So interesting this way this frame has changed. That's a good shot as well. All of a sudden. Goodness me. It's the green as well, though, because he hit the black earlier, Trump.
2.
Yeah, it was a really good snooker. Pots the brown, then there's surely no way back. So 2-0 it is after all that.
9. 14.
Oh, trick shot. It's looking good. It's looking very good. Oh, trick shot. It's looking good. It's looking very good.